Hey guys, it's now Masters. Today I'm going to share an update on my invented leaning tips and what I've recently discovered about them. This also includes the reversal dynamite tactic and what I learned about it. So stay tuned and let's get into today's video. Let's start off with glitch leaning. In the other video, I explained that glitch leaning makes your leaning stance shorter, although I struggled to explain its effectiveness. I asked myself whether my POV while performing the glitch leaning will actually make my leaning stance short, or if it's something I see on my own screen rather than what another player perceives. So I asked a few BFR players to help me by recording me performing the glitch leaning tip so I can see if it makes any difference. And to my surprise, it did make a difference. If you look closely at my head, you can see how it's not sticking out more compared to regular lean, even though the difference is quite small. I tried to back away and scooch a little to the side to see if I can make it more effective, but as I did, it either blocks my shots or sometimes allows me to have a tiny gap to shoot like this clip I'm showing. I believe that this tip is more effectively used if the cover is small like this other clip I'm showing, since it prevents you from exposing more of your body. This is still in the experimental phase, so I'll continue testing this to see if I can make a few improvements. What do you all think? Is it useful or not? Let me know in the comments. Now, slicing the pie contextual leaning technique. I don't have that much update about this because most situations I faced in one of my matches weren't enough corner campers for me to test this tip by checking every room. I only have this imperfect clip of me performing it, so here it is.
Abbiamo perso l'obiettivo Echo.
Now you might be asking, does this really help me reduce my exposure when checking corners? The answer is yes, it absolutely does. I had a BF1 player record me performing the slicing the pie technique so I can see if I can spot them first before they do, and it worked quite well without having to expose myself to spot them. Now you might assume that I just simply positioned myself like this to check a corner on this clip I'm showing, but in reality, this is what I did to check every angle. Again, I couldn't get a good clip of me performing it because there weren't many corner campers in my matches, but I'll let you all know more about it. Let's start off with peekaboo leaning. There's a lot I want to share about this. The leaning technique really worked out well, especially in maps like Fort of Vox where I managed to win a 1v1 and sometimes group fights. Except that I kept leaning out too early when I was still in the pump animation out of habit where I wanted to do things fast instead of patiently. Here's some clips.
J'ai un soldat d'assaut en vue.
You can clearly see the flaw that I'm making. I'm re-leaning too early during the pump animation when it was about to end. I quickly realized this and I'm not sure if I did it right or if it needed more correction. Either way, I'll try both versions, the rushed one like the clips or the proper way. Another thing I want to mention is that this technique can be countered if used repeatedly. If you remain in the same location for too long while performing the peekaboo leaning without repositioning, you will be predictable and pro players can try to pre-aim at your location, which can injure or even kill you. So don't do that unless you're surrounded and forced to stay in that spot. Consider it as a last resort. This technique is in the pre-official phase, which means it's almost done to be official, it just needs to be refined a few times. Finally, let's start with reversal dynamite. Now, I did learn a few things about the reversal dynamite. I learned that the angle where it's thrown can affect the chances of me catching the dynamite. For instance, if it's thrown too high, it'll be outside of my grabbing range, even if I try to jump. If it's thrown away from me, I'll never be able to catch it in time, which can either injure or even kill me. Where I stand also affects my chances of catching the dynamite. If I position myself too far from players throwing it, I'll never reach it in time, even if I immediately run towards it. Final thing I want to mention is that it can be mentally taxing. Sometimes, if you try to do many tasks at once while performing the reversal dynamite, your reaction time will be slowed down and it becomes easier to forget. For example, if you try to throw a dynamite thinking you got the advantage while your opponent also throws a dynamite at the same time, you'll forget and die, which can be pretty common. So focusing on catching the dynamite over other tasks can help you increase the chances of success. It's still in the experimental phase, but it's halfway done. Anyways, that's the entire update I wanted to say. I'll keep making videos like these, or you can join the Test Tactics Discord server where I'll announce new invented BF1 tips and how they go. The link will be in the description below. If you found this video helpful, make sure you give me a like, and if you really enjoy my content, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. It will really help me out. If not, that's fine. Do whatever feels right to you. I don't have no problem at all. Have a good day, evening, or night, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.